But thank you so much. If you do view this, I appreciate it. Oh, the devil. So for those of you who are watching, could be you have a Capricorn that you're dealing with. You could be a Capricorn. The devil card can also talk about things like codependency and addictions. So we're gonna see what goes along with that. And I think it's interesting that where I am, you know, we do have a fall, and that tree makes me think of fall. So let's see here. Whoop. Oh, and the cards are falling. I'm so nervous. Look at that. The Two of Cups. So with the devil card, which could be, like I said, a Capricorn, this could have something to do with your soulmate. So one of you could a soulmate relationship. So let's clarify. We're going to clarify the devil card. Ooh, wow. So interestingly enough, when I said clarify the devil card, the Ten of Wands came out. So to me, this is a relationship that has had some issues, dealing with difficulties, you know, things that would, well, the Nine of Wands is, traditionally you always see the man and he's guarding. He's been through this before. He's prepared. It's going to get worse before it gets better. So whoever's watching this, it's already gotten to the worst it's going to get, this relationship. And it's going to get better because the Ten of Wands is you drop those wands in your hands, say right here, into that fire, and it burns bright. Hi, hi, Royal. Thank you. I, I guess. So let me just keep going for a moment, because I've never done this before. So you put down the burdens, and there's an Ace of Pentacles. So this to me is about a soulmate relationship that's been through some trials, some difficult times. And the Ace of Pentacles is an offer. So, oh, my boss having an affair with the job. He has been nice to me and felt mad, embarrassed, confused. Will redo the back part. I've never done I've only done answers brief, shorter questions, because it's very hard to read them. They come up and they go away. So, but for those of you who are interested in the reading that I did start, this is about a soulmate relationship that has definitely gone through troubles, some difficult times. But the good news is it's going to get better. This Ace of Pentacles would mean that there's going to be some help. Will I get in trouble for throwing celery at my boss? Did you really? Did you really throw celery at your boss? I don't even know what to say. That's the best. I don't know. Will Royal get in trouble for throwing celery at their boss? That's the best. Oh, I'm so sorry to say I would love to have been a fly on the wall for that. I don't think I would ever have the courage to do that. Okay. Will they get in trouble? Eight of Wands. You know what? That's fast communication. And with that fire behind it, I kind of want to say that you may get spoken to. You may get, what do they call it? Counseled. But I don't know how much further, because Eight of Wands is usually fast communication, things happening fast. I think if they were going to do anything, they would have done it already, if this has happened recently. So let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Clarify the Eight of Wands. See, and I don't do reversals, so you know that. So you got the Hangman. So this is about looking at it from a different perspective. So I don't think you're going to lose your job if that's what you're worried about. I bet you got embarrassed because, I mean, but, I guess sometimes, though, if you do something and you laugh, it's easily forgiven. It's when you do it and you do it in anger and you stay that way that it makes it a little harder. But I think that depending on who was around with the Hangman, I would say that they're not going to look at it just from the point of view that you threw celery. I think there's going to be more considered. Oh, well, if you have that kind of relationship, I think that you may get counseled, but I don't think you have to worry about your job. But that's cards. You have to remember, people have free will, and the world is a crazy place. But I would say I don't think you're going to have a problem. So I wish you the best. You have to tell me if it goes. I'm not going. Yeah, I can understand that. Isn't it crazy? So here, let's see. Did you know, this is the Six of Chalices. Is this someone you've known for a long time? Or you have some, yeah, right? Or is this someone that have you had a relationship with them? Or you knew him as you've known for a long time? Maybe one of you, you were a kid or something? Because the Six of Cups comes in for how he thinks of you. You just met a month ago. Maybe you remind him of something. You've got the Six of Cups, which is like sentimental stuff. Like we kind of go, wow, this reminds me of. So, wow. Well, I give you a lot of credit. You got the wheel, and the wheel is things turning. Well, that's what I was saying, because the Six of Cups, he may see you as someone he knew when he was younger. So you may remind him of somebody. So the Six of Cups is you always traditionally, on the traditional cards, it's the young boy and the young girl. And I think he's giving her flowers. And there's 6 cups in the background, but it's about being sentimental. It's about remembering childhood. And then you got the wheel. The wheel is when things turn in your favor. So I don't know. Throwing the celery at him might actually cause something good to happen. Well, thank you very much for stopping. I love it. You're awesome, celery. Wow. Very nice. So, I don't know. Can you really promise to never do it again? I don't know. I guess if you never buy celery again. You're awesome. I love it. Okay. So I'm talking to you and don't laugh. We're getting the Emperor energy now. Look at that. And this is about taking control. This is the standard. What is it? Not standard. Like things being the way they are. Can be an Aries energy. And I always think of, in this deck, when the couple is together, there's a ribbon that connects their wrists or their forearms. And with this one, it's loosely connected, So there's a lot more to this. I think you're going to be fine. Look at that. The Chariot, the Strength card. Yeah, I think, I think you're going to be okay. So I got a notification. I've never done this before, so bear with me. Okay, we're still there. Cool. Well, Roy, I want to thank you for being the first person to interact on my first live where I actually show who I am. I couldn't get the camera right. I don't feel great, but... Oh, Roots Dorta. If I destroy your name, I apologize. Hi. Thank you for being here. So I don't know how well I'm doing on answering a question, but if you'd like to, go for it, and you can tell me if I'm way off the beaten path or not. So, just subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I so appreciate you. I did this because of 222 Tarot. Do you know her, the Indian lady? I love watching her. She's always so awesome. And she just showed her face the other day. And I thought, wow, can I have that much courage? And so a shout out to that wonderful lady for giving me the courage to do the same. Will Hal reach out, and will we get back together? Ooh, reconciliations. Those are always a big question mark. Will Hal reach out? Wow. Oh, thank you. You got the Magician card. After I get done with Roots, July T, you're next. So the Magician card, Roots, would tell me that this says you can make it happen. Now, there is a full moon, and I believe there's a full moon in the beginning of December. I always get this wrong. You're welcome. So what I would say, Roots, is that he will reach out, but maybe you have to do something that inspires him to reach out. And when I say that, when I see the Magician in today's day and age, I think if you're Facebook friends, that would be when you might like something he posts or comment on something he posts. So with the Magician card, it says, you know, you can inspire him to reach out. As for getting back together, oh, sometimes it's better to let sleeping dogs lie, as they say. So let's see. Maybe he just needs some time. So let's see. So don't laugh. I was asking in my head, what is Hal doing in relation to you? And I got the 9 of Swords. So you and him not being together, or he and you, I don't know, you know. You guys not being together, sorry, I'm new to this whole live question thing. This to me would say that he's dealing with a lot of anxiety. Not talking to you is not easy for him or her. They're not having an easy time with this. So I would say be your best self, treat yourself really well, and use the whole law, you know, what is it, Abraham Hicks? Just believe that he's coming, that things are going to work out. Let's see. Yeah, and you see, I was thinking about what would inspire him to reach out to you, and I got the High Priestess. And that means you really don't know. So he's 2 in his head right now, I would say. So get in touch with your emotions, because if you notice her toe is just above the water. The book is closed, so this is all what you're going to do intuitively. Treat yourself well, and there is no answer yet. But because of the Magician, I would say that inspired action. You know, you don't want to, you don't want to be the stalker. But to me, this says there is a possibility that it may not be over. You know what? I had a similar moment myself, and I have to tell you, the best thing to do is let it be. Yeah, so I would just let it be for the moment, and just let him have a moment, because he is definitely having some anxiety, and he's not enjoying this. Yeah, 4 of Swords. See, he's taking that break. He's taking a break. He's thinking about it. He's contemplating what to do next. And with this card, with this 4 of Swords card, they have the big sun here, and there's a mountain. So there's something that he needs to get past to see the possibility of the future and the sun. So I wouldn't necessarily give up hope, but I wouldn't stop my life, because the High Priestess says you really don't know. So do what's best for you. I hope that helps. I'm sorry, the cards are kind of a wishy-washy, but I think you have a good idea that it's not easy for him either, or her. Oh, now just remember, if he had surgery, now someone who knows a little bit about the hospital system, I want to tell you that if he has a charger, doesn't have a charger, he may not have access to it. There's so many things that go into a patient being able to access the outside world. And some hospitals don't have the best internet or connections. And if he had surgery, if his pain meds are hurt, there's so many things. So I would definitely step off, give him a moment, and see what he does, Yeah, and you know what? Outpatient sounds better, but it's not always, because medication can't be leveled the same. So he has to work more. He has to get through his head on his own. Yes, originally. I can't hide it, huh? So thank you so much, Roots. July T, you asked a question. I would love to answer it. If you do it short ones, it goes past really quick. Just a general reading? Okay, so what does July T need to know? July T. What does July T need to know? You're welcome. Ooh. So 9 of Wands. So this to me tells me that you're going through something. And the 9 of Wands is, it's going to get worse. But to me in this card, because of all this, there's a lot of passion and there's all these people. So I believe that you have a strong support system. So don't be afraid to ask people you trust, whether it's loved ones or friends, for help. So I don't know what this is in relation to. Let's see, what can we get more? 8 of Swords. So this is in relation to something that you may be seeing as a difficulty, but it may not actually be, because the 8 of Swords is something that we attach ourselves to. We are limit ourselves. And I know this all too well. If we get in our heads, and maybe you feel a little like people are attacking or they're plotting against you. And the 8 of Swords says this may not be the case. So let's ask for more for July T. King of Wands. Are you a fire sign? Because either you're a fire sign or this is saying to act like the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, he knows what to do. There you are. Then this is you showing up in all your glory. You are the King of Wands. This is you, Leo. Look at him. Would you argue with that man? Oh, no. I really feel this is talking about confidence. The 9 of Wands with the 8 of Swords would say, you are ready for battle. And the 8 of Swords is saying you're holding yourself back. And the King of Wands is saying, you got it, girl. Boy. Sorry. But you got it. So whatever is going on, I don't think you have to worry about. Would you like a card for love? Card for... Oh, you're welcome. And yes, here we go. Card for love for July T. Okay, now this is an interesting Tower card. Now, it's not your traditional, the tower falls and people are jumping. One's jumping, one's falling, the fire, the lightning. This is an interesting one. Because with this Tower card with love, there is one bird who is happy sitting on that little nest, right? And then there's the other one who, as he's leaving, he's getting shocked. So this always says to me is, you may want to leave a situation, but it's not going to be easy. And you might, it's, forgive me, I'm hearing that old saying, what is it? Don't let the door hit you on the way out kind of thing. But you can stay here because leaving is going to be scary. Might even be painful. But we're going to clarify this more because, like I said, it's not the traditional Tower card. Oh, by the way, this is the Silver Witchcraft Tarot deck. Witchcraft Tarot. Sorry, I'm nervous. What do we got? Oh, 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords, that can be lying, cheating, stealing. So I don't know, in your relationship, do you have someone who is, you're not sure whether to believe them? The other question with the 7 of Swords would be, there's a possibility that there's been some success, but not as much as you would like. So the way the card is, if you look the way she's looking at the Tower, I feel like this is saying you've already been through a Tower moment and you're trying to work through it. And I see the turtle and I think of, the turtle can just be slow, steady improvements. And the little puppy makes me think of wanting things to go faster. So I feel like you may have been through a difficult time in love, but you are making improvements. You're wanting it to go faster and it's just not going fast enough. I hope it resonates. I hope that's a good, that's a good, oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. That post-romance stuff is hard. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. So, I think I'm so nervous. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to actually I think I'm going to stop now. Unless you have another question, I'd gladly answer. Otherwise, I need a drink of water. So is there anything else you would like to ask before I go? Thank you. I appreciate it. So, thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, somebody else joined. So, this is my first time showing myself and answering live questions. I apologize. I'm sweating profusely. I'm nervous. I'm trying not to be. If you have a question, feel free to put it out. Otherwise, put it there. Short, though, because I don't read that fast. And I'll answer it. Or I'm actually going to get off because I'm getting nervous. Or nervouser? I don't think that's a word. Okay. Whoop. I'm dropping cards. I guess that's a sign. Thank you so much for those of you who join me. And anybody who looks at it afterwards, I hope you're kind. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Bye.